Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Save News TV. I'm your host, AZ Hubbard, and I want to thank you so much for allowing me into your homes. I know that, you don't open the door to everybody, but I am ever so grateful that you have opened the door to let me in. Well, tonight we have a topic that I probably will not be very long, but I wanted to touch on because of the fact that there is so much problems in relationships, period, that you do not need external forces outside to impact and to um, dissuade any relationships that you might have. The political scene is very crazy now, and there's a lot of hate, misinformation, and I'm not going into the politics of that tonight. I'm just up here tonight to say that it's very important that you do not allow the external forces, politics, to dictate your relationships and with your family and your friends, whether you're Democrat or Republican. You had those relationships probably before this election, and probably you will have them afterwards. Again, I'm not going to get into the politics of things as far as which side does this and this side does not tonight with this live. Like I said, I'll be before you very shortly. We have our fireplace here. It's our fireside chat. But remember, these people, whether you're Democrat or Republican, they do not, or independent, such as I am, they their goal is to win, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what becomes a problem is when you allow their goals to rule and reign in your household and to take up in your household, and or your relationships on your job, your social circle, and then you begin to. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with someone, but and that's fine. But you have to be able to agree to disagree and to allow politics in its proper place. You, I think, if everybody remember C-19, that's a perfect example of an external force, i.e., government, um, destroying personal relationships and households. There were some that believed in inoculation, some that didn't, and you ended up being separated. Those hurts run deep, whether you agreed with that person or not. With that, but then it comes out later to be proven differently. But in politics, it's only going to be it's going to be in a couple of days the voting, and it is going to be what it is going to be. But you need your relationships to stand strong. And I've heard people say, I can't be friends with somebody that vote on this side of the aisle, or I can't be friends with somebody that vote on that side of the aisle. I ask you to expand your knowledge, and hope not just knowledge, but your perspective. Because if can't you can't lump everybody. Well, you can if you do, but please don't lump everybody into the same category. I have friends that feel totally different than I do on where I stand. I have relatives. I have a lot of people, but I respect and they respect my position, as we should respect each other's position and know when to end it. I have a friend I was with just yesterday, and she and I um, totally disagree with politics. But, and, we were talking about one thing and we ended up somehow, one subject ended up into another subject, which ended up being politics. She said one thing and I says, I disagree. And we looked at each other, started laughing, and said, we agree to disagree. We're going to move on past this conversation. So that's one way to handle it, but don't agree. You've had, we've had numerous conversations regarding our stance and why we believe what we believe. And it is what it is. I'm not willing to throw away a friend, relative, or anyone for that matter behind something like this. And, both Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, I applaud them both. They're running their own campaign and they're doing what they're doing. Now, of course, I have my opinion on who I can agree with and who I can't agree with, based on my reasoning. And whatever your reason it is, I challenge you to sit down with the person that you might disagree with, hold that conversation. Why do you think this way? Why do you think that way? And explain to them why you think that way, the way you do. And once you come up with explaining calmly, then, you might not move the needle or they might not move the needle with you. But agree that at the point of heated conversation, or before you throw away your friendship or you throw away a relative, say, listen, this to the side because you mean more to me than what this other person means to me. Okay, because they're not going to help you. You look at the movie stars, they all coming out, the billionaires, they're coming out and endorsing, and that's a good thing. But they don't live in your house. Okay, they don't know when you are in a situation, excuse me, that you need someone to talk to. You know, you can't call them. You're going to call your family. You're going to call your friends. When you are have a celebration, you're not. They're not inviting you over to celebrate. You're not going to celebrate with them. You're going to celebrate with your family, your friend circles. Okay, and you don't want to exclude people from your social circles because that might be the person that help advance next level because you disagree on politics. You're going to disagree on politics. That's good. That's fine. You can disagree on anything. But that doesn't mean throw the relationship out. Okay? Um, you might get sick, you know. And if you get sick, who's going to come help you? Your family and your friends. Those people are not coming to help you, you know. If you're religious, if you believe in God or whatever, you say, well, I might need a prayer. I need someone to stand with me in agreement. You cannot call these people. So it's important for you to take a moment and exhale and say, this is not worth my relationship with this person or that person. And I am not willing to lose my friendship because of this, you know. And I know when people look at the banner, um, they think that I'm going to be talking politics. I am not. This is not a political live. I will be talking politics later on. People have voted, and some people not going to vote. And don't let anybody shame you into whatever you decide to do. You know, there was a time, my gray hair might be aging me a little bit, but there was a time when people didn't just get voting for. And I think that sometimes might be a good way, especially if you are in a situation that somebody is, especially like at work. Just stay out of it if you want to. And there are a whole large group of people that's not going to vote at all. Now, I believe personally, my way, you believe personally your way. If you don't want to vote, then that's on you. Um, don't let people shame you into voting. And don't let people shame you into who you vote for. But realize that they are not coming to help you. They're not, you know. And it might not be that they don't want to come to help you. It's just the fact that they don't know you. Your family knows you and your friends know you. And I know that this is not a popular topic. And I know that a lot of people don't want to hear it. I've seen videos. It's so sad. I've seen videos. As a matter of fact, today I saw a video of one lady in a restaurant with a group of people. She was talking to her friends about politics. Some agreed with her and some of them didn't. And another lady from a whole different table who don't even know this lady, had nothing to do with this lady, never met her, came over to the lady's table and injected herself into their conversation and pretty much got violent and, not physically violent, but loud because she didn't agree with this person. And that's insanity to me. You know, you don't need this person. Why are you coming over to their table and having a conversation with them, jumping in the middle of their conversations? I've heard about people, seeing where people, getting in physical altercations behind it. So, I mean, really, you were willing to go to jail because if you get in a physical altercation, then somebody's going to jail, if not both of you. You have to think of the consequences of this. For real. Families arguing with each other, disowning each other because of politics. That's insane. We're bigger than this, you all. We really are. And it's unfortunate that I have to come on and say this, but it must be said because one way or other, there's going to be a large group of people that's going to be highly disappointed with the outcome of the election. So you have to sort yourself to say, hey, you got to deal with your family, you got to deal with your friends, you got to deal with people you don't even know that might be upset that their person's lost, or might be upset, be joyful because their person won. But most importantly is you have your life that you have to live, your family. Either way, life is going to go on. And whether the person that you choose win or lose, life is going to go on. And you need your family, your friends, your social circles to be there for you. And you need to be there for them. And don't please disown people because they disagree with you on this. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Because like I said, one day you might get sick. You need somebody to help you. Who's going to help you? Who's going to, you might need something, um, you might need a loan. You might get in financial trouble. Who's going to lend you money? Or who's going to pay that bill or help you out? It's going to be your family, your friends, and your social circles. You do not want to, yes, amen, thank you. Yes. But you do not want to alienate people to the point that they don't want anything to do with you, and you don't want to, and you don't want people to alienate you. But your family and your friends are what is going to keep you through. They really are. So again, like I said, I'm not going to talk politics. I'm not doing any fact checking. I'm not going to say one side or the other or whatever. This is about a community of people. We as a people, and understand we cannot throw away our safety net, you know, behind politics, for real. So I just want to extend love, peace, and joy to you, because in a couple of days, there's going to be nearly half of the country, one way or the other, that is disappointed. There's going to be half of the country that's going to celebrate. And you need, please ask yourself, how are you going to deal with that going forward? Now you might be okay, life goes on, da 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 da, but there are groups of people that really have issue and that are, very dogmatic, that um is going to impact them. And how are you going to deal with that? Some of them going to be your family and friends. And if you are the victor on the winning team, don't goad, the other side that lost. And if you lose, don't harass the people that won. It's simple as that. But I want to just, like I said, when I started this live, I'm not going to be with you all long, in front of you long tonight. And I will probably be doing some things on the side that I'm on. But the purpose of this video is unity, for us to come together and for us not to allow politics to rule us, to destroy us. Now, I, just like you, probably have the person that you want to win. And, if your side win, I wish, on either way, I pray for the nation, whether one side win or the other. I pray for the nation. I pray for the leaders. That person is going to be the president of the United States and of the, pretty much the leader of the free world. And so we want to pray for them and to pray that they be successful, irrespective of who wins. But what I am going to do is make sure that my family and my friends' relationship remains strong, that we remain constant, and that we love each other. Because once again, if, like I have, cousins, like people that support me, and they are steadfast. We always agreed on things, and that is what friends are for. My family, I love them. We don't always agree with things together. Now, if the only time that you should, disassociate yourself with someone, of course, if it's an irreparable breach. But politics is not it. If they lie on you or steal from you or, do something like that, of course, you have reason. But because you all disagree on politics, that's not a reason to disown your family. I saw a gentleman online, and it really broke my heart. Well, I've seen several, but this particular one really broke my heart. He had just graduated from college, and his family disowned him because he did not agree with their political position. That's insane. You mean a mother, a father, and siblings disown you, their blood, behind some politics? No. And don't let politicians tell you how to vote. They're gonna, of course, that's their job. Don't allow politicians to timid. And this is, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole. I'll probably go down it on another video, but not this one. That encourages women to have disruption in their homes with their husbands. Don't, because you know what? That woman's married. She's very happily married with her husband. She's not going to do what she told you to do. Talking about you need to protect me. Let's use what God gave us, and that is common sense. Do not allow these people to destroy your home, your relationships, period, irrespective of whether they're Democrat or Republican. Now, many of you see the fireplace guide. This is a fireside chat. I haven't done one in a while, fireside chat. But one thing about fireside chats, it gets really deep for those that's never sat with some of my fireside chats. I need to start getting back on them, but I was doing them on the Sabbath Friday night. Um, so I have to pick another day. Maybe I'll start doing fireside chats on Saturday evening. And in fireside chats, we talk about everything, and we really go in depth with fireside chats. So if you want to see some of the older fireside chats, please go to the playlist, and all you have to do is search fireside chats. I will ask you to like, share, and subscribe on this video because when the topics that we cover, they we don't hit the algorithm, and so share, like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. But most importantly, what I wanted to say is to love your family, love your friends, love your social circles. Don't fall for the okie doke, because like I said, and it is what it is. Those people, I mean, they care about you as, they're governing you. I'm not going to say they hate you. I'm not going to go that far. I'm just saying, individually, when you're going through, you cannot call them. They are not going to be there for you. They can't be there for you. Well, number one, they don't know you. Number two, either one of them, if they win, are going to have a whole country to run. They can't stop the whole country and say, huh, Billy Bob is having a meltdown. Let me call Billy. Stop the country. Let me call Billy Bob. No, they're not going to do that for you. Oh, Billy Bob car broke down. Billy Bob needs a ride to the grocery store or to work. They're not coming to get you to take you to go to work. That's going to be your family, your friends, and your social circles. So let's, think about this. Don't throw people away. Don't isolate people and say, well, if you support this person, I can't be a friend with you. Or if you support that person, I can't be let's not do that. We're better than that. And we're not going to allow I will talk about them, the mainstream media, to rile you up on either side to gaslight you into, and then don't be hating people. You can disagree with their politics. You can but stop hating people, because you know what? It on a spiritual tip, that causes sickness and diseases in you. Okay, you cannot get in heaven. I hate this person. God gonna check you on that. So stop hating on people. You might dislike their policies, but don't hate the person. Understand what they're operating under. But anyway, I promised you all I wouldn't be before you long. I thank you all, for everybody that's come here to share this evening and fireside chat with me. I think I'll start doing them more on Saturdays. But this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be fun. A lot of times I want to go live, but I'm not a man. See, a man can come up here, no makeup. Now, I didn't put on a lot of makeup. I just put on some foundation and lipstick and pull my hair back. But we women cannot come up here like these men be coming up here. They throw a hat on their head, and they just, don't even brush. If they got a beard, don't brush their beard. I got to, even with the locks, I got to make sure it's a lot. So sometimes I just don't feel, I don't feel like it. I don't. So, I don't, but I got to get better. Sometimes I might let you all see this. Let's see. Let me show y'all what y'all might see sometime. I'll do a video and you'll see something like this. But anyway, I know I'm going to come on live probably tomorrow Tuesday for the elections. I did save this video because I wanted to make sure that I wanted this video in our magazine. And if you haven't subscribed to our magazine, it's always, girl, thank you. Look, thank you, girl. But if you haven't subscribed to our magazine, please do. It's absolutely free. We only do it once a month. Well, you can visit our website. But I'm going to show you our interactive magazine. I wanted this video to come in there because I know normally we're out at the first of the month, but I know that there's going to be people that's going to be highly disappointed come Tuesday. And let me share my screen here so I can show you all how to subscribe. Ooh, let me share my screen. You're going to go to savenewsmagazine.com/magazine. This is our interactive magazine here. Then you just come down right here. You get your interactive in your inbox, and I promise you I will not spam you. But this is our interactive magazine, and this is October's edition here. And you have Rosh Hashanah. We have videos in it, different things. It's a beautiful magazine. It's absolutely free, and we want you to subscribe. Okay, yeah. And so again, come to savenews.com/magazine, scroll down, and you can subscribe. You can also look at previous editions that we have done. So again, stay focused on you. Do not let people gaslight you into doing anything as far as disowning your family, disowning your friends, and stay focused and know that there is going to be, just as there are anything else, that you will have to depend on your family and friends. Let me put this up. Okay. And let me show you that. SaveNews.com/magazine. You subscribe for free. This video will be in that magazine. But anyway, everybody, thank you again so much for being. Love you all. Praying for you. Do not be upset with whatever happens on Tuesday night. Just know that God is in control. Thank you so much. Bye.